Welcome back to You Loving Life. I'm Michelle, and I'm very excited because we're going to be doing the Spiritual Laws of Life, Harold Klemp. And I also want to say I'm feeling very grateful to have been able to be an Arahata, which means teacher, in person with other Eckists tonight. And it's so funny how the Eck works. I normally don't have the energy to make videos this late, but I came home from doing that class and the people are so amazing in it. And I could feel just the Eck spirit running through it so strongly that I have so much energy now that I'm going to make this video for you guys impromptu. And it's about the 3 basic principles of Eck. So the first is soul is eternal. It has no beginning or end. Do you guys understand what that means for you? It means that you will never cease to exist. Your existence is permanent. You are always here in one form or another, and there is no ending. There's just translations into, let's say, French to German, as Harold Klemp once has said in one of his many books, that you just translate into a different form. Okay, or that can be still understood. It's the same thing, it's just a translation. You change form, but you're still you. Second, whosoever travels the high path of Eck dwells in the spiritual planes. Okay, that sounds good to me. That means that, yes, we're all of spirit, so every plane is spiritual, but I think what that specifically means is the 5th love and above being the higher planes of existence where there's no dichotomy, there's no mountains and valleys, black and white, peaks and valleys, I should say. You see what I'm saying? It's just that there's pure love there. And this is where, however, we get all the hard lessons, the 1st through the 4th dimensions. Yay. Actually, without those, we wouldn't grow. So it is what it is. Okay. Third, soul always lives in the present. It has no past and no future. Boom. You are living in the ever present now. There is no past, there is no future. All that we have is the now moment, being present. So, where's your mind? Are you here now? Be here now. Okay. Every soul is the spiritual spark of God invested in a physical body. The body does not have to die for soul to reach the spiritual universe during the time that it resides upon earth. Okay, every soul is a spiritual spark of God, every single one. Man does not have to become anything other than what he is in order to have divine guidance, divine protection, divine wisdom, and divine understanding through the living Eck Master. And boy, was the Eck Master present today. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, his blue orb was everywhere. I'm just saying, if you guys see the blue orb of spirit, that's the current living Eck Master, Sri Doug Kunin. And boy, was he present. I'm so grateful. Okay. So he must recognize only that God is and that he himself as soul also is. You just are. Okay. So don't overthink it. You're a spark of all that is of God, source love, all that is Sugmad energy, period. Period. Soul is never anything else but this. It is always in eternity. It is always in the present now. And that's capitalized for a reason. Now. Be here now. It is always in the heavenly state of God. There are the 3 principles of Eckankar, which it must come to understand and know well. Out of these principles spring the doctrine and philosophy of Eck. There is nothing more to say, and there is nothing less to say. Okay. By the realization of these 3 principles, the Chela, or student, becomes a transparency for the divine impulse. He comes into a greater awareness of the divine plan in this world and his part in it. You'll become more aware of what your role is. He now rests in the arms of the Mahanta, the inner Eck Master, and relies upon him to give him this divine guidance. If you're quiet, chant the hue, and you listen and you open, then you get whispers and you follow them. As he rises higher in the spiritual... It's so much energy, I'm telling you. As he rises higher in this spiritual realization, the great discovery of life is found. The majestic law of God, upon which the three principles of Ek rest, is soul exists because the Sugmad wills it, also known as God, Sugmad. So, wow, you exist because God wills it. That is incredible. So, you are a spark of all that is. You exist because you're so loved, because it's God's will that you exist. So, are you existing in the higher planes, which you always exist in? Or is your focus just more on the lower things, right? How about trying to get it up there, you know? And if you can't do it with your thoughts, the best thing to do is to chant the word Hugh, because that will raise you to the fifth love and above. It's actually from the 10th plane of existence, the word Hugh. And it is a love song to God, and it means love. So, yeah, what a privilege to be an arahata, a teacher of Ek. And I'm like so touched that there's so many amazing people in Eckankar. And if you are interested, check out eckankar.org. And wherever you live, there's usually different classes that you can take. And there'll be lists, there'll be different resources. You can show up and, or sign up for a class. And it's really just an incredible experience, not just for the really facilitator, because I'm just acting as a facilitator, really. But it's not just for the teacher facilitator. It's excellent. Like, everyone gets something amazing out of it. So yeah, it's a very individual path, and I hope that these spiritual laws of life, little mini episodes, whatever you want to call it, are helpful to you. And I wish you all the very best. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you do, sharing it with anyone you think it might be beneficial for, and being a part of this incredible 82,000 plus people. I cannot believe that so many people are so spiritually inclined, which makes me so happy. That's just incredible. It's like the best thing you can work on, because you cannot take money with you. You cannot take your beautiful physique with you. These are all worthy things to work on while you're in the physical, but the most important thing is the spiritual stuff. So that's all you can really take with you. So you might as well start working it now, people. All right. Lots of love. Have a good night.